Hi! I'm just about to watch the final episode of Good Morning Call, the second season. Am I prepared? Like, these last few episodes are quite rough. I've seen this drama multiple times before. This is my third time watching it. I know what's gonna happen, but still, I have made it cozy for myself. I'm lying in the sofa, I have a hot cup of tea. I turned off the main light and put on all my smaller lights, and I'm having like some candles and stuff. So yeah, this is gonna be cozy.
We should better wait here. I'll be back in 10 minutes.
Even 10 minutes is a long time to be awake.
What'd you say?
Huh?
Baby girl, can you hear that?
What's up with that? What's up with that? Want you here right next to me. You're my everything. Know that I'm here missing you. Want you right here in my arms. You're the only one. Are you even listening?
Hi friends! As you can see, I have the Olympics on here in the back, which means that this will be my second vlog for the OlympicsAthon. Yes, it's Sunday the 13th of February. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day. No, I don't have anything special planned. I'm gonna be all by myself. I'm gonna romanticize myself. Perhaps I'll buy roses. Perhaps I'll make a nice dinner. Today I will be posting my OlympicsAthon vlog part 1. So therefore I'm starting my part 2. Current reading status. I'm currently reading Undercover Bromance. I'm getting closer to like 60% through that one. I'm hoping I might finish it today actually. But I kind of realized that there isn't really any sports in it. And I'm reading it for the sports prompt. So this is a bit tricky actually. Because the first book in the Bromance Book Club series, the first book follows a character, Gavin, who is a professional baseball athlete. So that's why I thought of it as sport. Because Gavin, the character, is a professional baseball player. And he is in this book club. So I sort of assumed, or from what I remembered, it was all of his teammates that were in this book club. So like all of them were baseball players. But now, when I'm reading the second book, Undercover Bromance, it doesn't seem like all of them are baseball players or athletes even. Like the main character here, Braden Mack, he owns a nightclub. There's no mentions of sports or baseball or anything like that at all. Like sure, Gavin is featured in that one. There's another dude who's a hockey player that's featured in the story. But there's actually not any sport. It works for the flag prompt, and I'm already through it, I'm still gonna read it. But I think I need to come up with a plan B for the sport prompt. And I think I know actually what I'm gonna do, because last year for the OlympicsAthon, when it was during the summer, I read Fence Volume 1, which is a fencing graphic novel. So I'm actually thinking I might pick up Volume 2 now. The issue is that Volume 2 is not available on Scribd at the moment, but all the individual issues are. Because usually in graphic novels, there are issues that adds up to the volume. So usually a volume is typically issue 1 to 4 in a graphic novel series. Which means that the Volume 2 is then issue 5 to 8 of this graphic novel series. And all the individual issues are available, but not the volume. I guess I could count an individual issue as one book, one entry, but since they are quite short, I think they are like 20 pages each of just like comics. So I'm gonna read issue 5, 6, 7 and 8 and then count that as volume 2, and then I'll be able to finish the sport prompt. And hopefully it won't take me too long. So that is my backup plan, since Undercover Bromance won't work for sports. And what's good actually with that is that the Fence graphic novels actually works for Oceania as a continent, because the writer of the series is, I believe, Australian. I'm able to do a bit of a switcheroo in my plan for the continents. So far I have read for Europe and Asia, and Undercover Bromance will work for North America. I'm also planning on reading The Alchemist for South America, and then my plan had been to read or listen to Bitter by Akwaeke Messi for Africa, because that one will be released on February 15th, so in 2 days. But instead of reading Bitter, because I think I'm not sure if I actually will make it if I try to read Bitter. First of all, because it's released so late during this readathon, and also I'm listening to another audiobook now, But instead of reading Bitter for Africa, I think I'll read Fence Volume 2 for Oceania and still be able to get 5 continents. So that is my current plan. It does not really complicate my TBR too much, so that's where I'm at. I started listening to Before the Coffee Gets Cold 2, I don't know what the sequel, yesterday as well. And I haven't listened that much yet, but yeah, it's another shorter audiobook. I think it's around 5 hours, which is good. Hopefully I can finish Undercover Romance today so that I can be done with it. I am enjoying it, it's alright. Nothing compared to the first one. I adored and was obsessed with the first one, but mainly because I love the main character so much and the fact that they already had a relationship and stuff. It's not doing the same for me. Like, yeah, I got to some spicy scenes finally, that was nice. I like the characters, I'm okay with the plot, but I don't know, it's just not the same way that the first one made me feel. So hopefully I can finish that one, and after that I will pick up The Alchemist. I have that one as a physical copy, but I also need to read Winter in Sokshu. So I still have quite a few books to get through. I think I have 4 books I need to read or something, 4 or 5. And 1 week left of the readathon, so hopefully there will be some sprints this week as well. I want to have some solo sprints, but I've also asked on the Twitter and Discord if anyone would like to join for some sprints, so we'll see what we can make happen. Today I'm gonna have a good day. My parents will stop by, they will pick me up, we'll go and do some shopping in one of the malls nearby, and that's about it. So yeah, have a nice Sunday and I'll see you soon.
A few moments later.
Hi, sorry for being a tad bit MIA today. I'm actually getting ready for bed, it's been an entire day. But I wanted to leave some reading updates before I go to bed. I did finish reading Undercover Romance. I enjoyed it. It was fun. It's not as good as the first one. The first one is really good. I loved Gavin and Thea in the first one. I still like the characters. I like the chemistry. But I think I wasn't the biggest fan of the plot. I thought perhaps things were not handled as sensitively as it should have, considering that a lot of the plot was about sexual harassment and like trying to catch the predator. A lot of pushing the victims towards sharing what had happened to them in a way that is sort of like discussed that, oh, perhaps you can't do it this way because it's sort of like you're blaming the victims, but it still was a bit, I don't know. The ending, as per usual with many romance novels, was a bit rushed, a bit messy. I ended up giving it 3 stars. I still want to continue with the series. I want redemption for Vlad. There's a character in the story named Vlad. And Vlad is mainly known as the Russian in the book. And that's all he is. He is the Russian. He is a very one-dimensional character. His one character trait is that he can't handle dairy, because then he will just have to run to the toilet. That is literally it, and that he eats a lot and is a hockey player. The author, Lisa K. Adams, I get why you would make a character like this, because it's like funny, it's comical, but only for 1 book. Don't keep it up for the rest of the series. It reduces the character and it's very like diminishing, and I don't know, I'm not a fan of that. It kind of rubs me the wrong way, because this is the one character that is not American, and that's his entire arc, that every time he eats cheese he needs to run to the bathroom. So I did finish Undercover Romance for the flag prompt. I also had to read something for the sports prompt then, because as I realized, nothing about Undercover Romance relates to sport really. So I did read the 2nd volume of Fence. I actually really enjoyed it. It took me a while to get into it because it's been over 6 months since I read the first one. So I struggled with remembering the story and the characters. Honestly, after the first issue, the first 4th of the novel, I really enjoyed it and was actually excited about continuing with it. So I gave it 4 stars. So that is good. Now I'm gonna update my journal and then I'm gonna head to bed. Tomorrow I'll head into the office. In order for me to complete my TBR, I need to read 3 more books. That's the goal. I have 1 week to read 3 more books. I think I can make it. None of them are that long. The audiobook is 5 hours. The ebook, Winter in Sokshu, is like 150 pages. And The Alchemist is closer to 200 pages. So I should be able to do it, which is super exciting. I'm wearing red lipstick. This is not common for me. But hey, it's Valentine's Day. I had planned to watch a movie or something tonight actually, just because, I don't know, it's Valentine's Day, would be nice to watch a romance. Never got to that. It's like 9:30. I want to edit a video what have I even been doing today? Like, I need to cook food as well. I need to make my lunchbox for tomorrow. So I need to cook. I probably should shower and wash my hair. Like, I don't know where the day went. I had all these plans for things I wanted to do, and I feel like I've done nothing. It's Wednesday. Yeah, what has happened today? I worked today. Work went well. I've also watched a lot of the Olympics. Sweden got 3 medals today, and we also advanced to 2 semifinals. So it's been a very exciting Olympics day. My mom came by to my place after work, and we just talked, chilled, had dinner together. And now I'm just catching up on some YouTube, chilling, and then I actually plan on finishing all of my books for the readathon today. I actually just finished a book. I need to track it and add it to my reading log and all that, but I finished my audiobook for Before the Coffee Gets Cold, the sequel, and I enjoyed it. I like these stories. I perhaps did not love it as much as the first one because I remember that the first one really surprised me, so I gave the first one 4 stars. This one I'm giving 3 stars. Still a nice book. I still really enjoy the storytelling, but I think these books are really solid and I enjoy them a lot. I'm about to finish The Alchemist. I had some sprints yesterday together with Kirsti and Anna, and it was great, and I almost in those sprints finished The Alchemist, and now I have like 20 pages to go, so I'm definitely finishing it now. And then I just need to read Winter in Sokshu, and I've started that one, and I have like 80 ebook pages left or something. So I think I'm just gonna power through and do them all now. And then I'll be able to read whatever I want for the rest of the week, which is insane. So I think I will actually start Jahzzar, because it is on my extended TBR for February. I first was not certain that I would even get to it, but I think I might be able to read it this week, possibly. And it's a long one. It's like closer to 600 pages, I think. But I think I can do it, because next week, once OlympicsAthon is over, I will start my romance reading vlog. I finished both my audiobook, Before the Coffee Gets Cold, part 2, and also The Alchemist. When I finished The Alchemist, that also meant that I have now read 5 books of my physical TBR this year so far. As you might know, once I've read 5 books of my physical TBR, I am allowed to draw a book buying prompt, which basically means I get to buy a book, because I'm trying to restrict my book buying. I have a video about that. Please check that out if you're curious what the rules are. So I finished 5 books of my physical TBR, so I get to draw a prompt for that. And if I finish Winter in Sokshu, I will have completed my own readathon, and that means I get to draw another prompt. So this is very exciting. The Alchemist I loved. There are so many good quotes and just insights about life, and I think it's a book that I can definitely return to in the future and read again, and probably learn something new and get something new out of it. So I'm very excited about that. But yeah, that one got like 4.5 from me. It's not a complete 5-star, but it's a really good book, and I understand why it is so popular and is considered a modern classic. I feel like I've been the worst at vlogging this week, so apologies for that. But I'm about to go into the final reading sprint session for the OlympicsAthon. Technically not the final one, or it depends on how you define it, but this is the final where we're still actually doing the readathon. It's the last day of the readathon. Let's end it with some amazing sprints. But there will be another live show, I don't think next week, but the week after that, where I will share the results of the readathon. So there will be another live show where we will probably have sprints, but not while the readathon is going on. The Olympics have been amazing. I watched the closing ceremony with a friend today and it was so lovely. Sweden has done amazing. I've been so involved with the sports this year and it's been great. And I've also completed my readathon TBR, which is amazing. I finished it on Thursday. That's incredible. I actually finished it. I read 9 books. So I started reading Jahzzar, which I'm not sure, like, I'm happy I'm reading it. I'm very excited about it, but I'm not sure if it's the wisest for me because tomorrow I'm actually starting my romance reading vlog and I have 4 books to read next week. And next week is busy and I'm also going away on a skiing trip. So we're gonna see how that will go. But yeah, for this sprint I will read Jahzzar. It's now past. Let's jump into these sprints.
You gotta just go for it. Don't think about what comes after